Hi, this is Deborah Northcutt of Free You Up VA. I help speakers, coaches, and entrepreneurs to get you out of overwhelm and stress by taking over your administrative tasks so you're free to go out and increase your network and your net worth. Have you ever hired a virtual assistant before? And if you have, I'd like to know what were your results from hiring the virtual assistant. If you have, leave me a message in the comments below, and I'll definitely answer your comment. Well, today I want to talk about 4 ways, I'm just going to say 4 ways to avoid the pitfalls of hiring a virtual assistant the wrong way. Number 1 is not having a clear job description. Well, first, let me start off like this. You've put out a job description. You've chosen 3 or 4 virtual assistants from that job description that you like. You interview the 3 people. You choose a virtual assistant. So you've gone through all the work of hiring, bringing on this virtual assistant, investing in a virtual assistant to bring onto your business, and then you make these 4 wrong moves when you bring the virtual assistant onto to take over your administrative task. So these are some of the pitfalls that you should avoid. You should have a clear job description when you put out the job description to bring in the virtual assistant. She needs to know, when I say she, the virtual assistant needs to know what you are hiring them for. What I mean by what are you hiring them for, they need to know how many hours are you going to hire them for. You need to have specific tasks lined out that the virtual assistant can do. If you don't have 10 hours worth of work and you hire the virtual assistant for 10 hours, not only is she not having any work to do, you're really not helping yourself out by not having a clear job description and what you want the virtual assistant to do. You need to give her tasks that you're already doing, not tasks that you made up because you're not sure what you want your virtual assistant to do. One of the good ways to figure out what you want your virtual assistant to do, sit down for about a week and write out all the administrative tasks that you do daily. And out of those tasks, figure out the tasks that you can get off your plate, be it 10 hours worth of tasks, 20 hours worth of tasks. But that's the way you delegate your task out to your virtual assistant and have a clear job description of what you want her to do. Second thing is not giving proper instruction. You're the business owner. You're the one that's delegating the task. So you need to sit down with your virtual assistant and let them know exactly how you want things done. Are you a person who wants things done weekly? Do you want it done monthly? Do you want it done daily? Do you want that virtual assistant to be in contact with you daily? Do you want the virtual assistant to contact you weekly? You're the one that is running the situation, and you need to let your virtual assistant know how you work and what to expect from you. They need to know what is your style of working. So you need to have open communication going forward. Another pitfall is no training. When you first start a job and you come into a company, you might be experienced for the position, but if you don't know how this company, how your boss is, you don't know what to expect from them, you don't know their style of working, you don't know what they're looking for. So you need training. You always get training, or at least you should get training when you start a job. So you're new to each other. Your virtual assistant doesn't know what you expect. She needs to know how to get started. What do you want her to do? What are your expectations from the virtual assistant? She needs to know, how do you do things? A good thing to give your virtual assistant, if you can, when you're giving her training, is to make a video where they can always have it and go back to that video for reference, so they don't have to keep coming back to you over and over again for the same thing. So, for instance, if the virtual assistant is writing blog posts for you, you can make a video for the virtual assistant and let her know how you've been doing your blog post in the past. Pictures that you've been using for your blog posts, your style of writing, keywords, things like that, to give the virtual assistant an idea of what to expect and what you're looking for. She also can write blog posts for you and put them in draft mode and send them over to you, and you can take that blog post and write it up, mark it up, and change the keywords or change the style of writing, so she'll get an idea of exactly how you work and what you're looking for. So the virtual assistant definitely needs training from you. She might be the most experienced person in the world, but as I said, she doesn't know your style of working. So she needs to get to know how you work and what you're expecting from her. And the last thing is micromanaging them. That's a big one. No one wants to be micromanaged. I know I hate being micromanaged. I had a job where I had a manager who was just constantly down my neck. I mean, constantly. She wanted to know where I was, what I was doing. She wanted me to drop everything for her and get up and go find people. It was horrible. And a virtual assistant does not want to be micromanaged either. I know it's hard to let go of your task and trust somebody with your passwords and your job, but you have to trust your virtual assistant that they're going to do a great job for you. Nowadays, they have project management tools where the virtual assistant can let you know what's going on at all times. They can give you access to that project management tool where you can go in there daily, weekly, how often you might want to go into that project management tool and see what they're up to, see how many hours they have spent, see exactly what they're doing. You can go in, you can add to the task, you can make changes to the task. So you have complete control of what's going on. So there's really no need to micromanage your virtual assistant. It's all about open communication. So those are some of the things that you need to avoid when you're bringing on a virtual assistant into your business. Investing into a virtual assistant. It'll make things go more smoothly for you and more smoothly for her. So if you need more or you want to know more virtual assistant tips, please like my Facebook page, Free You Up VA. Thank you for watching this video.